It's hard to stay excited for shooters nowadays. Every single one seems to be a railroad of set pieces and a multiplayer mode that is not designed to be tactical or deep, despite all the bullshit advertisements and trailers, but just for the instant gratification of f***ing idiots who have the mental capacity of a dead cat. Battlefield Hardline is one of them games. Hardline's campaign was actually the most enjoyable part for me, sadly. You play Nick Mendoza, a narcotics officer who goes around Miami trying to track down a cocaine dealing ring with his partner, who hates him for 5 seconds, then thinks he's a great guy the next. It's presented like a cheesy cop show, but it takes itself a bit too seriously and makes itself look a twat in the process. The campaign mostly plays like a stealth game, and it's actually alright in places. You have the freedom to actually tackle situations how you feel like, unlike your most modern shooters. You can go around all sneaky and arrest these scumbags, or just guns blaze and shoot them down. However, going stealthy and doing arrests gives you more XP to unlock more guns. Yeah, because that makes sense. Play stealthily and don't shoot anyone and we'll reward you with more guns. But why am I even talking about the campaign though? It's a Battlefield game. All anyone cares about is the multiplayer, so let's cover it. For all the advertisements claiming this is a cops and robbers game, it isn't. It's just another modern shooter with a cops and robbers skin. Hardline does add a lot of new game modes to the franchise, and some of them are good ideas. I like the rescue mode where the police have to save one of 2 hostages and the crims have to stop them. Both teams have 1 life. Shame it's been done in Counter-Strike 10 years ago, and that says a lot when this is Hardline's best mode. Hotwire, as I said in my previous video, is a good idea, but the cars are slow as f*** despite this being the fastest Battlefield ever, and once you get the grenade launcher it just becomes a boring slog. But every other objective mode just ends up with a bunch of c***s running around killing each other. No place for the objectives, just shoot, shoot, shoot. And it goes to show that when you play this, every f***er is playing Conquest and Team Deathmatch, so clearly no one gives a shit about the objective base modes. And yeah, that's the fault of the people playing this, but the game doesn't reward you enough for going for the objective. At the end of every game, it shows everyone their kill-death ratio no matter the game mode. Why? Just because I got lucky and either spawned behind people or the enemy spawned in front of me all the time for the back shot doesn't mean I'm a good player. And on consoles, the game might as well aim for you. The aim assist is ridiculous. With 64 players on these tiny maps as well, it just becomes a big nauseating clusterfuck of people running aimlessly around, getting shot from random places you could never see. You just spawn in the middle of a load of fire and explosions with no time to organise yourself or your teammates. And by the time you've got your bearings, you've been shot from 5,000 different directions. Vehicles as well are a load of shite. Why can't I shoot through the windows of a white f***ing transit van? I can understand police cars having bulletproof windscreens, but vans are normal cars? And you can't shoot people on the turrets of helicopters. Seriously, try it. It's the same f***ing game you've been playing since Call of Duty 4. Do people not see it's the same recycled, over-advertised shit? It's just another game that appeals to the f***ing spoiled little kids who cry to their mum who secretly f***ing hates them and just buys them a game so they shut their little cunty mouths and then they can go to school the next day to boast to their other little cunty friends. But there is good. The audio in this game's outstanding. If you've got a good sound system and elderly neighbours, they'll probably be transported back to when they were in the f***ing Blitz. And it looks nice and runs at 60 frames a second, but that's all these games are now, just a good looking turd. A short below average single player campaign and a multiplayer mode with 9 maps, half of which are shit. Yeah, that's worth you 50 quid, you sheep. Do I recommend it? Fuck off.